And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe?
Yeah, who's that douche canoe? What you gonna do when I take a poop and it lands on your shoe? Alright. Party fight. No? Billy Vanilli. Yeah. No? Dang nabbit. Billy Bathgate. No? Terrence McKenna. What the heck? No? Oh, man. Man, that's a picture of an albatross. That's like booing the good people. Like, why would you do that? Just because JC News now is, well, you know what he is. I don't have to tell you guys. No, wait a minute. Eddie, right? Why are these people making fun of him? Oh, yeah, that's why.
Oh. I'll tell you what, man. This I yesterday, like 2 days ago actually, like it's weird because like I'm at this point now, like you can tell like when you're getting a cold, you know, and like a couple days before, and if you really think about it, you feel it coming, you know. And I felt that like 2 days ago, and I told Mini Hes, I'm like, dude, I'm getting sick. Yesterday I kind of felt crappy all day. Today I woke up, my nose, my sinuses, it feels like there's a brick in my face and my throat. I just can't, I can talk, but I have to talk like this. Like, when I will try to do his voice, I can't. Like, I physically can't do it. So, I'm going to try to sound as good as I can today. But, there's limits. Also, I don't know. I can tell already when I look at the globe that it's not perfectly round, that I might look a little bit different. I don't know if that's good or bad. I got a new, my son talked me into buying a new little camera thing here for the, you know, it's a different camera. It's plugged into the USB port instead of using the one that's built into the screen or whatever. So hopefully that looks better. I don't know. Also, I'm not sure about the sound because, like, not being live until I'm live, I wasn't able to test it with an audience because I have my microphone, but I guess the camera has an onboard microphone. So in the settings for StreamYard, I kept bouncing back and forth between my mic and the camera mic to see, like, but I don't know. So maybe it's good. I don't know. You guys let me know if everything looks and sounds okay. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Kingsu 2000 was first. He said, good morning all. That's everybody. That's Ollie. And here's your happy dance, sir. Let's go. All right. Yes. Yeah. Victoria B, let's see. Number 2. How do you do? Oh, man, I need coffee. I'm going to go drink about a gallon of Dayquil. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Highway Star, yeah. Good morning, welcome to the show. Paul Cohen said, yo, my peeps, good? Showing up. Tiny, my tiny Chihuahua life is here, ladies and gentlemen. Cliff Hickson is in the house. Good day from the very windy cyclone region. Yeah, what do we got today? Oh, it's 26 degrees outside right now. Yippee. Stefan St. German's here. Great to have you around, as always. Let's see, Greg Jodick, what's up? How's it going? Let's see, Cliff Hickson, Greg Jodick, Tiny Chihuahua Life Highway Star, Terry Bison, good morning, God bless you all. God bless you, sir. Yes, sir. Highway Star, Tiny, P. Barnes, Terry Barnes. P. Barnes, wait, did I say P. Barnes? Victoria B, hey, hey. Alright, oh. Plenty of rain and winds ever. Oh, not fun. The weather's just crazy, you know. Oh, well, David E. Parsons with the dad joke in the morning. Let's go. A frauditor was asked what 2 minus 2 was. He thought long and hard and said nothing. But it wasn't because the answer's nothing. It was because he was doing a silent audit. He's an idiot. Let's see. What do we got here? Highway Star, David E. Parsons, Victoria B. Cliff Hickson. Highway Star. There's P. Barnes. All right. All right, go back to sleep if you need your sleep, man. You do more than enough for the show. You're a huge help. We got your back, Jack. And do it again. Don't worry about it. We love you, man. All right, round of applause for P. Barnes. Ladies and gentlemen, Blackheart 9. Uh-oh, stand by for my arrival, worms. News Now Voodoo is at an end.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute, is that a hint? Oh no, because you guys, I don't know if you remember, News Now Dumbass exists in the subconscious of Blackheart Night. Oh no, he's scary, man. I don't want him to come back, man. I've been running around here doing whatever the heck I want all this time with no consequences. It's great, I love it. But I have a camera, so that's okay, right? Ow.
All right. Let's see. What do we got? The Lessonators here. Oh, dearie dear. Oh, man. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Oh, wait. I don't have to make that noise. I can just press the button. All right. Let's see. Highway Star, Stefan. Son of Ramen Egg, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who else. Unclean Hands, all right. Welcome to the show, great to see ya. There's no need to fear. Hezokuai and Jaime Palmetto Bay is here. Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Palmetto Bay apparently on behalf of YouTube. Free News Now Voodoo. All right. We're getting ready to go. Let's see. Oh, man. Oh, Shevitz-Kwitzkowitsky. Oh, man. I need some sleep. Paul Cohen. Hey, what, huh? What? I don't know. Let's see. Paul Cohen, how we start? Leland Squirrels is here. Always great to see you. Thank you for coming by. Lexianne is in the house. What's up? And who else? Let's see. I think that gets me pretty much caught up. Yeah, the Earth is an egg, right? It's not quite round. Like I said, I got this new camera thing. Got it plugged into the USB. I'm testing it today for the first time. See how it works. Society Red, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Anyway. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Thursday. Oh, man, I'm all toe up. Like I said, I'm going to go drink about a gallon of Dayquil. Hopefully that'll help. And then other than that, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get by and do the show. Trudge through it. Work is weird. So I go to work yesterday, and my entire, like, all right, so the day before was the day that it was raining really crazy heavy, and I got soaked from head to toe, absolutely drenched. And that's the day I got sick. Ooh. But so that was Monday. And while I was out there working, because they give us this little like handheld computer that we have to take outside with us when we're doing the work. And almost like when you see like some restaurants are starting to do it where in the drive-thru they come up with the handheld and they take your order, while you're waiting in line. It's kind of like that, but obviously it's not. I'm not working at a fast food joint taking people's orders, but it's the same idea. Like while the customers are waiting in line, where we do the service and the stuff with the cars in the shop, I go up and down the line with my thing and I talk to people and whatever. Anyway, it's a whole thing. I'm trying not to like dox myself and just talk specifically about where I'm at and what I'm doing. But anyway, so I'm outside all day, every day with this handheld thing. It's pouring rain. I'm getting soaked. My pants are soaked. My socks are soaked. My shoes are soaked. My jacket, everything. And I'm holding this thing. So at the end of the day on Monday, it starts malfunctioning from the rain. It's getting too wet. So I bring it in. And then yesterday, that was Monday. So yesterday, Tuesday, wait. See, I don't even remember what day it is. Today's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. So it must have been Tuesday was the day that it rained. Because yesterday I go into work and I get the blue screen with the frowny face on it. And I'm like, oh, crap. So I'm messing with the computer trying to get it to reboot. And this thing will not respond to anything I'm telling it to do. I called the state. They said they're going to send someone down to fix it. But there's so many people who've been calling the state of Wisconsin to complain about this specific computer that on that day, they were working on the computer's complaints that they got on February 27th. 21st. Yesterday, they were just starting to get to the computers they got complaints about on February 21st. So they were way behind. So they said it might take a few days before they could get someone to come down. So I literally couldn't do any work. So I go to my boss, and after a few hours, he sent me home because there was literally nothing for me to do. And that turned out good because I'm sick, obviously. So now today, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to go in there, and if this computer, if the guy didn't come fix it or if we can't do anything with it, then they might send me home again today, which would be fine because I'm sick. Everyone's saying you should call it, yeah. But like I'm saying, it looks like there's a pretty good chance that they're going to send me home anyway. So I might as well at least get a couple of hours in, get some pay out of it. I don't know. But anyway, that's that situation in a nutshell. But that's all right, because Paul Cohen said a group of monks were arrested for selling flowers in front of the Playboy Mansion. It just goes to show you. Oh, wait. I like this. Hold on. I got to make sure I say it right. Only Hugh can prevent florist friars. Only Hugh can prevent florist. Thanks for the tongue twister, Paul. Only Hugh can prevent florist friars. No. Ow. I like it. It's crazy you can't just get a replacement while the public. Well, see, this is the thing, son, of Ramadan, is that they. All right, chef, I'm looking for it. So here's the thing: the state, the way this whole thing is set up, what they got going there, has been nothing but problems since they put it out. They put it out in November. It was the new computer hardware that the state required everybody that is in all the, car dealerships and shops or whatever. It's a whole thing, but everyone had to switch to this hardware. We had no choice. They took our old hardware away when they gave us the new hardware. We had to take it. So ever since then, it's been nothing but problems. And not just with me. Like, I've been hearing stories from all over, people doing what I do, that the crap that the state gave us is garbage. And so, I don't know. Good morning, Dad Joke. I visited a monastery. When I walked in the kitchen, I saw a man frying chips. As if he was the fryer. He said, "No, I'm the chipmunk." Hey. Hello now. Nils, all right. It's been a while since I've seen you. Welcome back. Hello, fellow Rashers. It's me, the hamburger. Boyd from the world's most beautiful city. That's right. We love our Germans. We love everybody. Alias. Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity offender. The only people I don't like are frauditors and sovereign citizens and scumbags and douche canoes. Nah. On a human level, and this is why I've sat down and I've had conversations with people like John Felix and Audit Them and Direct D and people like that, because ultimately, on a human level, I don't hate. Well, I shouldn't say any. Well, I don't. That's the thing. Like, it's what they do that I hate. It's what they do that I have disdain for, that I have no respect for. But as a fellow human being, it's not like if they were on the street bleeding to death, I wouldn't, give them a Band-Aid, or whatever. I don't know. It's not the people, it's what they do. It's just pretty nasty. Some of them really do get pretty messed up with what they do is bad. But I mean, that's what prison's for, right? Like, I don't hate them. Just lock their ass up. That's all. And then everyone will be happy. Society will be a better place without them. That's for sure. Some of them, oh boy. Anyway, yes, ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome to the show. Great to see you. Blah blah blah. Whatever. And whatever the hell else you want to throw in there after that. Was that Billy Crystal who used to do that on Saturday Night Live? Oh no, it wasn't Billy Crystal. It was Martin Short. It was Martin Short. It was one of his characters. He was supposed to be like this old, this old vaudevillian. He'd always have a big cigar. And back in the old days, there was this thing they called vaudeville. And they give me a C. How about they C? Frauditors are really lame. They're always causing trouble. They like to bait all of the cops. They get there on the double. And do-dee-dee and da-da-da. Whatever the hell else you want to throw in there. Did he take, yeah. Yeah, see? Son of Ramen Egg knows what's up. I wouldn't be able to help a frauditor in medical distress because I'd be too busy filming it. Because that's what they do. when they see someone who's in medical distress, all they care about is filming it and getting their YouTube money. And if the cops come, they'd say, "No, you can't tell me not to film." Terry Barnes, yeah, I remember when SNL was funny. Yeah. Yeah. There's always moments, even now, like, it's almost like a greatest hits kind of thing, like you could put together like the one or two good bits every Saturday, and say, oh, it's still good, but not really. But if you look at the old shows, there'd be more than one or two good bits. And when a bad bit was on, like, because there always were bits on Saturday Night Live that were not good. Always, from day one. But in the entire hour and a half, whatever it's on the air, if you were watching a lame bit, you would know, well, in the next 5 minutes or so, it's going to end and they're going to do something funny. Now it's kind of the opposite. Now it's like, well, maybe if I wait an hour, maybe they'll do something funny later. It's not not up. All right. Anyway, let's start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, I want to start the show today. Well, actually, let me see. Since Unclean Hands is here, and I mentioned when I talked to the idiot John Felix recently, hey, he made a video about the idiot John Felix. So let's go ahead and start with that video. Let's see. Where is it? The Frauditor Union. Oh, boy, what a bunch of crap this is going to be. What a nightmare. What a disaster. Let's go.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a video where we've got some other auditors starting to compete with Jose De Castro since he fell from grace. He's really doing poorly. Anyway, we got some guys going to start up a new 5031C, whatever the hell they are, nonprofit to promote the Constitution and promote freedom of speech and all that great stuff. Geez, this has got to be real, right? Well, let's get right into it. It's John Felix and some other guy with OG Patriot, I guess he calls himself. And they've got this little website put up yet. It's not done, but they're sure taking memberships and donation. Oh, yeah, James Freeman's going to be in the chat right in the beginning, asking if he can put his Cash App in the chat so he can have some gas money. Poor James Freeman, he's going broke being a criminal. Anyway, let's get right into the video.
Freeman, what's up? Anyway, I can put my Cash App in chat to get some gas and room and food. Go ahead, dude. I don't care. Do it. But you're giving me gas money, not him. Let him put his Cash App in the chat. It says you're here.
Yep, I'm there.
Oh, there you are.
There you go.
All right, this is Mark. This is the gentleman who created TAC.
I went ahead and cut out the 10 or 15 minutes started in this video. It's just roll call. It took about 15 minutes to do the roll call on the 8 people that were in the chat, hyping this up. Anyway, it's off to a sad start. We get James Freeman begging for money. We get no gas. It's terrible, terrible thing. Good thing they're starting this organization out to help these First Amendment auditors get around the country and be a nuisance.
And let's do this. How are you, sir?
Great, John. Apologize for the lighting, but I don't usually shoot at night in this area.
Can't hear you. You got to fix your mic.
You can't hear me?
In the meantime, this is how you join TAC. You go here, you go to tac-us.org, tac-us.org. It's the Transparency Accountability Coalition. We're going to have 12 districts here. We're going to have representatives in all the districts. Oh, it looks like 11. Oh, plus DC. Okay, so 12. Mark, sorry you're having computer issues, man. I'll try to wing you without you if you can't get on.
Oh my, sounds like plagiarism. I think they're going after Chili's board game idea. They get this little tech demographic, what is this, combat, match geographic boundaries. And look, they don't have any in Texas. This one here is in Louisiana. They got one on the border of New Mexico and Colorado, California, Nevada, way up in Maine. Wow, they're really, doing great. They must be, I bet they're going to prosper really well because John Felix is the helm of this. I can't imagine this thing failing. We've got all these very responsible First Amendment auditors out there trying to fight for our rights on the streets, and now they're going to do it nationwide. They're going to have a little union and everything like that. And John Felix is going to head up. He's quite a success story, this guy. Yeah, he's got the Springer in there begging for gas money, and Felix is going to get half of it anyway, probably, allegedly. Anyway, let's keep going.
Mark started this group. He created this website. He filed all the paperwork for a 501c4. Tomorrow we're going to have our first board meeting. And I know a lot of people have been trying to do actual donations, but you don't have to do donations. It's free to join. Of course, people who donate money and get the memberships, the yearly, the bi-year, the annual, the 2-year. I guess Mark's going to try to come back on. Poor guy's having computer issues. So
he's talking about free memberships while at the same time talking about the how much you have to pay for the memberships for the quarterly and annually and stuff like that. Doesn't make any sense. I can't wait to see this fee schedule. I also heard John say they're starting a 501c4. I've never heard of that before. I know a 501c3 is a charitable thing, but let's take a look at what he's talking about is.
When someone talks about a nonprofit, the first thing that comes to mind for most people is a 501c3 charity. And it's the social welfare nonprofit or 501c4 that we're going to be talking about today. Now, a 501c4 can go by a variety of names, including civic league, public benefit organization, or the title we already mentioned, social welfare nonprofit. And it's not so much the name that's important, seeing as most 501c4s, they're not going to use those terms necessarily to describe themselves anyway. What is important to understand is what a 501c4 is and what it does. The IRS says it this way, and I quote, "If you aren't organized for profit and will be operated primarily to promote social welfare to benefit the community, you may qualify for exemption under 501c4. So what exactly does social welfare mean? Social welfare describes an activity that benefits the public in a nonprofit, non-commercial manner, but that public benefit isn't charitable in nature. If it sounds like that could cover an awful lot of ground, well, you're right, it does. So what are some classic examples of 501c4 nonprofits? Let's look at a few. First up is homeowners associations. Yes, it's true. An HOA usually qualifies to be tax exempt under 501c4. And while its beneficiary group is limited, the activity is public benefit in nature because it seeks to better the community it represents.
Now, that's what a 501c4 is. It's a social welfare benefit for the benefit of the community, which is not necessarily a charity. Okay, that's very interesting. So it's a welfare program for auditors, so they can get around the country and do their little audits and all make money and live in a utopian society that they're trying to create, which is never going to happen. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue.
What's up? You could hear him? Oh, maybe it's me. I don't know. Let me bring him up again. Hey, Mark.
Great. Can you hear me?
Oh, shit. My speakers are off. I'm such an idiot.
Right.
Boy, these guys have got it down pat. They can't even stay online. They don't know what they're doing. John doesn't even turn on his speakers, so he kicks the guy off, thinking that the guy, his equipment's messed up, and all the time it's the leader of this, organization.
I had to
I'm
go
so
back
sorry.
and,
What happens is when my speakers interfere with my phone calls, I shut them off, and then I forgot that I shut them off. All right, so Mark is here. Real quick now, Mark, how are you?
Very good. As I was saying before, I apologize for the lighting, but I don't usually do it at night.
Oh
So
man, how dare you not
we'll
have
just-
good lighting?
We'll get through it.
How dare you not have good lighting?
know.
I'm kicking you off the stream. That's it. Just
There you
kidding.
go. There you go.
So, as I was saying before, Mark started TAC. Give us a quick synopsis, rundown, summary of what TAC is and why you started it.
Sure. Basically, TAC has got 3 approaches and to the idea behind TAC. And the first one is setting legal precedents or binding legal precedents. That's the first one. And I think you can find it in the mission. If you click on mission or leave it there, you can see it there. So the first proposal is basically the binding legal precedents. And we do that through the courts. And we attack through the courts by trying to challenge laws that are bad laws, as well as to create new laws that are good laws for us, that set legal binding precedents in all 11 circuit courts and the federal courts.
I wanted to comment a little bit about all this. All right, so first of all, there's a bit coming up where Unclean Hands, like, he's already legendary status, but like he does something. It's awesome. You'll see. No spoilers, but so much of this, like not even just like a little bit. I mean, a huge portion of what's going on with these guys, not just in this case, but in every case, but specifically in this, it comes up that's made me think of it is that it's very important the language that they use. And that's part of the problem is because those of us who follow these guys know and understand their language. We speak their language. We know what they mean. When they say kidnap, they mean arrested. When they say that you violated my rights, they mean that they broke the law and got caught. Right? Like when they say I was just exercising my First Amendment free speech, what they mean is I was swearing at random people and calling old ladies names and being a vicious tyrant thug, barking orders at people, and they didn't like it because I'm a douche canoe and I hate humans and I'm gonna make money by filming myself being a douche canoe that hates humans, right? We know that's what they mean when they say those things. But somebody who doesn't follow Frauditors like we do, here's like, well, we were just out there exercising our freedom for our rights, not bothering anybody, just doing that. And then all of a sudden these vicious tyrants came and beat us up and threw us in a cell. It's like, oh, well, who's not going to stand behind that? You know, who's not going to help? Like, they make everything sound like it's so good. And people who don't know any better are going to see this coalition. What do they call themselves? The TAC, Transatlantic Community? I don't know. What was it? Transparency Accountability Coalition? Transparency, accountability? Yes. Who's going to say no to that? So people who don't know what it's about are going to hear that name and they're going to think, oh, this has got to be great. I got to support this. No. These guys don't care about accountability and transparency. They care about making money on YouTube. And they found this niche where it's like, as long as they're using freedom and the Constitution and this stuff as an excuse, the freedom of the press, as an excuse to do what they do, they can continue to get paid and con their fans into giving them money, which is what this is. It's a grift to make money. So literally, right there while he's announcing it, they're begging for gas money. Right? Like these guys flexing about all the money they make on YouTube, but they can't afford gas. No, they got to beg their fans for it. And like I've always said, why do these guys do this? Because ultimately, what it always comes down to, whether it's these guys or the Softcents or any of them, it always comes down to if they get busted, it's for trespassing or, driving without a license plate or some kind of a low-level thing that maybe they might get a fine if they do get convicted. They don't care. They e-beg their fans for the money to pay the fine. There's no money out of their pocket. They didn't lose anything. If anything, they probably got 1 million views on that video and make more money. So they're happy. There's nothing to lose. All they do is get paid and get paid and get paid and get paid. And then, like Leland Squirrel always says, it's almost like she said something. She even said that the other day she was saying this theory that I was like, hey, that's an interesting theory. Like, as this movement, quote unquote movement, grows, I think more and more people are going to start coming, because criminals, like real, what they would call real criminals, these guys open the door for them. That's one of the problems I have with this whole movement, is that it's like, hey, if you guys win and anyone holding a camera can go anywhere and do anything, then somebody who wants to, say, put a explosive device in a building, as long as they hold up their camera, they can't stop them. So they can just walk in there, plant the bomb, walk out. I ain't got my camera. You can't stop me. La, la, la. But what she brought up was a good point. Like, okay, so these guys get their way. So what's going to happen? Hey, you know what? You want to steal that car? Well, I'm going to stand over here with my camera and distract the cops and argue with them and keep them busy with me so they won't be paying attention to you stealing the car. And they'll be working together with the criminals to distract the cops while the criminals are doing stuff. And there was even that one video I showed a year ago or more. I forget his name. The dude who lives in his car, basically, and he has all the jars taped to the ceiling. And I don't know if he puts his poop in those jars or what. It's him talking about how he loves doing this to pull cops away from other crimes. Like, he intentionally asks for supervisors and other cops to get as many cops as possible away from getting rid of criminals. Yeah, Travis, thank you. Travis Hines, yeah. So he said straight up that they just do it to distract cops so that other criminals can get away with stuff. And back to the video.
The second purpose is to do affirmative actions. For example, when Jeff Gray was recently arrested here in Florida, we sent down some people. That was our first attempt to become more involved and set some affirmative action, actually get boots on the ground to help. And in that case, it might be more protesting and showing up and showing support, doing whatever we can down there. And the third way is empowerment of pro se. And that's the idea behind that is to develop websites as well as chat groups that can help people with the pro se challenges that they meet if they're going to tackle these types of malicious, prosecutions on their own. And, that might be interference, obstruction, anything like that, a lot of people are being charged with. Even, the 25-foot rule here in Florida, that 25-foot rule. Go ahead.
Other things, like, for instance, in the Jeff situation, he was at Flagler Beach Pier, which is public property. Some business owners called the police, like they always do. He's been arrested for being on public property, holding a little cardboard sign that says "God bless the homeless veterans." There's a case called Watros versus State where they made it illegal to have. It's illegal to arrest. In other words, panhandling is no longer illegal. But the thing is.
Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, poop, crap, hammer, sandwich sauce. We got ourselves 5 gifted memberships from Highway Star. Awesome. Thank you so much. And here's your happy dance. Let's go. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Let's see. Did I say hello to Donna Ray? What's up, Donna? Good to see you. Robert Custos in the house. Let's see. Thank you so very much. Let's see. They're getting closer to being a domestic terrorist organization. Yeah, right? Really, really, really bad. This has, yeah, Florida Jim. Yeah, that was, I was actually, you're the first person to actually give me feedback on it. um, I said this morning that, like I was hoping you guys would tell me in the chat if I look or sound any different because, my son talked me into buying a new camera instead of using the one that was just built into the screen to, which is what I've been doing to actually get a camera. So I did that. It looks good. Thank you. And then the sound too. Because in StreamYard I was wrestling back and forth with the settings because apparently this camera has an onboard microphone, but I have my microphone. So I was going back and forth between the two trying to figure out which one sounds better. And part of it was, I think, when I was using the onboard microphone for the camera, it's not hooked up to this. So, like, I was sounding good, but then this is, I don't know. But I'm sick, so my voice doesn't sound good anyway. I'm not feeling it today as far as, we can see, yeah, because people have been pointing out the globe isn't perfectly round anymore because of the camera, the wide angle lens kind of, the things on the edges. Like you can see, like the corner of my wall up there, but it's kind of bent. Like everything's kind of round. And I'm in the center. Looking good in the hood. All right, you can see all my discrepancies. Oh, no. Hey, it's Nope Gen X. We have issued a recall on all trifolds. 2 chili suckers got themselves arrested yesterday. Apparently, trifolds are defective. All right. Yes. Oh, man. Bad stuff. Oh, no. Hez became a misshaped earther. Your contrast needs adjusting. In the camera settings, there's lots of dark spots. Let's see. I have to work on that because I think that would be like deeper in the settings than just the. Plus, I don't have my light sources over there, so the light should be in front of me if I want to look right. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way these things are designed. Maybe I need a light over there pointed at me because again, my light source is on the side, so that's probably got a lot to do with it as well. Anyway, let's watch the rest of the video because, like I said, Unclean Hands does something here coming up that's awesome to prove just how legit these guys are. I love it.
The city still have that ordinance on the book, and the cops don't know any laws, much less your civil rights. So they think city ordinance is gold and rock solid, so they arrest them regardless.
Blah, blah, blah. We've heard it all before. It sounds like a scam to me. That's just my opinion. I don't know what's going on here. I want to know what these guys' qualifications are for running a 501c4. What are they called? Are they attorneys? I mean, what's going on here? Who are these people trying to run this nonprofit? I see a giant failure here. That's what I see. I see them raising maybe $200, $300, and doing absolutely nothing because they're not even offering an attorney. It's not even like Attorney Shield. They're going to tell you how to do your pro se court case, which is absolutely retarded. Anyway, let's continue.
All holding a little sign that says God bless the homeless vets and challenge them to arrest all of us, which they won't do. Two people went down there. This is a public service function, and James Madison Audits went there trying to get arrested the next day, and they refused to arrest them. So they went down to the police station and begged them to arrest them for doing the same thing Jeff did. and now they realize they arrested the guy on public property. So what TAC could probably do there is affirmatively send hundreds of people there holding a little sign and maybe throw them some gas and lunch money. Or if we have plenty of money, maybe we could do more.
Part of that is also the affirmative action, right, John, that takes place in a situation like that would also include having the media, but not just the mainstream media, but also alternative media down there to promote what it is we're doing, to get that information out to the court of public opinion in their press, and to try to get them to come into an understanding of what our justness of our cause really actually is.
You're doing it for money, basically, for donations, because the more money you get, the bigger protest you can have. Who's going to pay for that? They want taxpayers to donate money to them so that they can do some nonsense like this, which is going to fail in the end. That's my prediction.
As a part of the constitutional guarantees, because that's what Jeff was doing, and it was really kind of outrageous that he was arrested down there.
You're
Just for
intimidating voters.
I'm not intimidated.
Sorry.
Are you tired of government overreach and eroded freedoms? At tac-us.org, we're fighting back. We're the Transparency Accountability Coalition, a nonprofit defending your constitutional rights. No partisanship, just principle. From protecting free speech to demanding transparency, we're here.
Oh, shut the hell up. It's all nonsense. It all looks good on paper, but the people that are running this organization, I wouldn't trust them with a paperclip. Come on, people. What's wrong with you?
You there, but
no, that's okay.
Nice
That's
little
kind
short
of-
he created. Go ahead.
No, that's kind of what it is. You just got those three missions that are up there on the screen right now: the legal precedents, the affirmative action, and empowering pro se. Pro se, I'll talk about just for a minute, because I had some questions about that from the last time I visited and told you about that.
This sounds like a movement for sovereign citizenry. It doesn't sound much like First Amendment auditing, talking about lawsuits and pro se lawsuits and this and that and my rights. It's nonsense. It's not going to go anywhere. I would be absolutely shocked if they reached $1,000 in donations and memberships.
Roles, the terms of limits of their roles in terms of how long they'll serve. Maybe it'll be a year. We don't know. We'll make that decision as we go along. But there's going to be quite a bit of decision making in terms of the size of the board, the frequency of the meetings. There's quorum requirements. There's standing committees that we'll have to form, because we want to make sure that we have financial oversight. So that'll probably be a standing committee that'll take place of what we do with the funds and how much of those funds go to those three missions, right?
Yeah, sounds like every other scam I've ever heard. They get a bunch of professionals here, apparently. I don't know who they are. Nobody knows who they are. There's no record of any of them being anyone. But anyway, I'm going to skip through to the end of this. This is just boring and retarded.
Okay, so if you want to join, you go to this page at tac-us.org, and then you click join, and you click join now for free. I don't know why it doesn't show it, but it says free membership. You just put your name and email address in there, and I
If you
believe
click it, it should show it. Did it show it?
It doesn't. Do you see it on the screen?
No, I don't. Try to go back to about, and I'll fix that. Go back to about for a minute.
About. It won't show the about either, huh? Let's go home.
I went and gave my email address, made up a name, Snake Flisman, and I joined. I don't know. I just hit the join button and nothing happened. So I don't know. The website is broken. It doesn't even work. Or maybe they're trying to, refine it, but right now it doesn't work with the shit.
Instead, okay, so you hit the join button, and it says free membership. You just put your name, email in there, and you should get a confirmation email. You join. We already have hundreds of members, right?
Yeah, actually, now we can say we have thousands.
Now we have thousands of members already joined. Okay, so
let me show you what you're going to get in your email for a confirmation letter when you join this organization. It is not a confirmation letter. It is a thing trying to get you to buy survival packs of food. That's what it is. It's a doomsday thing. This is absolutely ridiculous. Here's the beginning of the email that I received. Giveaway unlock and get 2 free survival food kits only on this page for a limited time. Yep, that's what that is. It's ridiculous. I scrolled all the way through this email, and there's nothing about a membership to this TAC 1 thing in it. Boy, they really got this thing put together. It's a Jesus Christ. I'm done. I am done with this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Chile, you got your money. You know, you got to run for your money. I bet Chile's going to have to file a lawsuit over this for whatever that is. Plagiarism, yeah. It's going to interfere with this board game being released on time, ain't it? Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Go check it out, John Felix's video. You can go watch the whole thing. I cut a bunch of it out because it just drones on for no reason. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Love y'all. Bye.
All right, all right, all right. Round of applause for Unclean Hands. So anyway, yeah, send the food packets in a bucket so that you can have something to poop in too. That's it. You click on it, you get the. I want to join. Okay, here's a link to a discount on MREs. I saw this. Society Red said, where are they going to hold their meetings? In the basement of their mom's house? This was actually really funny. It has nothing to do with Frauditors or anything at all, but that reminded me of something that I thought was kind of hilarious. So, there's this guy who does a pro wrestling show. He streams like every time there's a pro wrestling show, he does commentary afterwards. And he reviews the show. And his name is JD from New York, or JD from NY is his screen name or the name of his channel, whatever. And I like him. He's cool or whatever. But like he has the virtual background and he has a custom made one because this is his full-time job is he streams his show about wrestling, and he's also an announcer for an independent wrestling organization in New Jersey or wherever, New York, wherever he's at. Anyway, his background it's great, but he's got a big sign in there that says "My Mom's Basement." I just thought that was hilarious because everyone that's the go-to, you know, like people on our side, on their side, on the left, on the right, on the internet. Period. You look at YouTubers and in the comments, somebody somewhere that doesn't like the guy is going to be like, hey, he's probably broadcasting from his mom's basement. Like, that's always the go-to thing. So I just thought it was hilarious that this guy, because everyone always says that to him, his virtual background says my mom's basement in it. I thought that was hilarious. Oh, we got to get Voodoo to take a poop in John Felix's front yard. Yeah. Now you're talking. Leighton. Now you're speakifying. Did you see the video by Patrick Darcy yesterday? Shows possible legal actions by police chief against Chris Ruff. It was interesting. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. Like, ever since, for those of you who've been following me for a while, I've interviewed Direct D. I've had him up here on this show. And, I've always had this thing with him, especially lately. Like a lot of the videos he's been doing recently, and like some of the stuff that Darcy was talking about yesterday, like there were certain things where he was like, well, yeah, technically, you know, there's certain things that he was right about, you know, and it seems like the more I see of what's going on with Direct D lately, the more it seems like he's not as dumb as a lot of these guys are. Let's put it that way. Like someone like Casey Camera Boy or Silence Boy or SGV News or, you know, Auditing Erie County, whatever. There's so many frauditors. Like I could go on and on and on. But there are a lot of First Amendment auditors that are obviously idiots. And then there are the ones that we call them idiots because they do stupid stuff, but when you actually listen to what they're saying, like, they're not really that stupid. Which, again, to me, I get even more upset when I find out they're not stupid because then that means that they know better, but they're doing this stuff anyway, right? which just shows even more that they're doing it on purpose. But yeah, that's a whole other thing. But it doesn't matter because Uncle Artie's here. Yeah, defamation of character. How dare you tell everybody that I'm ripping them off while I'm sitting here trying to rip people off? You are screwing up my ability to rip people off. You can't do that. They're stupid by choice. Yep. He's got a case. Yeah, he does. Well, see, you know what? That's the thing, though. I don't know if you guys remember when Chili was in court. His lawyer was like, dude, basically telling him, like, shut up. And because there was this whole big argument that actually was a legitimate argument, but he was so blinded by his hate for cops and his constitutional law scholar nonsense that he starts spouting off all this crap until his lawyer he let his lawyer take over, because ultimately it was like, dude, you actually have a case. Shut up about all this irrelevant nonsense and let me present the actual case that you actually do have an argument, a legitimate argument. Let me make that argument. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, how many times have we seen sovereign citizens that may we've seen, I just did, I think last week, a case where there was a SovCit who the judge is essentially offered to let him go, and he talked his way into, Eric Martin did it. Eric Martin just did it. They were going to let him leave. They said, you're free to go. All we ask is that while you're on probation, you don't go to that address. So he says, okay, I'm going right there. Okay, wait a minute. Listen, on the entire planet, on this, it would be not even the size of a pin. Like, it would be so tiny, it wouldn't even, like, you need a microscope to see it. One tiny little spot. We just don't want you to go to that one place. So where does he go? The one place where they don't want him to go. All right, so I guess we're going to keep you in prison then, because the only way we can let you out is if you promise not to go to that one spot, which is the one place you want to go to. Like, these guys are always talking themselves into more charges. They're always making their situation worse for themselves. What am I yelling about today? No, we were just, we were kind of talking about how Patrick Darcy did a video yesterday about DirectD and what's going on with him, and how technically he actually does have a case for some of the arguments he's making. And I was just talking about how there are so many circumstances where we see stuff like that happen, where there actually is legitimate beef that can be brought up, but half of these people don't have a lawyer. They try to go pro se and they make these stupid arguments that have nothing to do with it, while they actually have a legitimate beef. Like, stick to that. Maybe you might actually have something there. Anyway, what's up, Chuck? Up, Chuck. See, dagnabbit, I do that every time. Shut up. All right. Anyway, we got about 20 minutes to the cupcake dance. How about NCR News Network, ladies and gentlemen? This is, what? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm old and got a cold. And every day, hip hip hooray. The only thing that I could say is that I'm not feeling good. Oh yeah, my nose is stuffy. My throat is roughy. I keep coughing. It ain't no fun.
Yeah! He's in a lot of pain. It's driving him insane. And I'm the one who put the poop in his soup. Don't tell. Ah, crap, I just said it out loud. Oh, no.
Hez, tell News Now Voodoo he needs to put the funnel away and he puts a special flavoring in Cripple Cat's tequila. Oh, yes. All right. Let's get on with the show, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Hi folks, today I have a part 2 to yesterday's video where Siberian Tiger continues his harassment of the sheriff outpost, tries to attempt to get into one of the vehicles, and gets owned by a no-nonsense sergeant. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and our podcast, The Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking. Episode 25 is out right now. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Well, we're waiting.
Are you gonna get to work or just keep running my name, huh? Are you gonna get to work? Are you gonna ever get to work? What are you doing?
I'm working.
What are you doing?
I'm working.
What are you doing?
I'm working.
Exactly.
I'm working.
What are you doing working?
I'm working. That's all I need to tell you. And no, you can't see my screen.
Sure I can.
No, you can't. It's
Sure I can. What?
Well, actually, you can't look at his screen, kitten, because the fact is, he is working. The minute any law enforcement officer gets to their station, their outpost, their department, they clock in, they're working. They're protecting their communities. They're protecting their neighborhoods. They're serving the public. But what do? You go around yelling at the cops, trying to interject in arrests and traffic stops, giving out bullcrap information. You're not a lawyer. You don't have a law degree. Oh, and don't say you've never done it, because I have exposed you for doing it. Like that time you tried to interfere when a woman was having a mental health crisis. You don't have any training in that. And what did you want to do? You exploited her for your own gain.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not going to do anything. I closed my screen.
Exactly. You're not gonna do anything because it's all legal, right?
What? You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, correct me.
I don't need to.
Correct me.
Have a good day. I already told you that.
If I'm wrong, correct me.
You can keep running around trying to make yourself famous, but it's not going to work.
Boom. Roasted.
No, I'm trying to expose you. I don't need to be famous. I'm exposing you. I'm making sure that my servants are doing exactly what they're paid for without arrogance, which you have displayed. Clearly you have displayed.
Hello, sir.
You know, I've noticed this too, and I've mentioned this before, but it comes up, you know, periodically, and like just now, because he was saying this, like, I guess the mentality behind it always kind of gets me. Like, how could these people not understand? Right? Like, okay, let's say all police were at like the scene of a robbery or a domestic battery situation or something like that at all times. Like they only kept enough cops around to handle those calls. And they didn't have any cops out on the street. Now, you need a cop. You call 911. Oh, I need the police. Oh, well, we don't have any available. They're all busy. Like, how is it possible that none of these people understand? Like, are they all really that stupid? Or again, does it go back to what I was saying earlier? They do know better, which just makes it worse because then they're doing it on purpose. Intentionally being an idiot. Intentionally being obtuse. Why? Because there has to be periodically all around the city idle police. So that if a 911 call comes in, there will be an officer nearby to respond. That's available to respond. If they're busy doing something else, they're not going to be available to respond to the call. That's what they want? They don't want any cops that are idle? Because I see this from Fake Mike Real News did it a lot. People like that. Of course, Chili, obviously this guy. When they see a cop that's idle, you're wasting taxpayer money. You're not working. You're just sitting there. How could you just sit there and not do anything? What? What camera is it I have now? I'll have to find the box and look and see what it said on it. I don't know. I just got which one my son told me to get. So I'll look it up. But anyway, I'll put the video back on, and while it's playing, I'll grab the box and see what brand of camera this is. All right, here we go. Back to the video.
Good.
Well, why don't you have your sergeant come over here and correct me?
By the way, I forgot to mention, I do have a ring light in Florida. So when I finally do eventually get, like, I'm getting closer to it. In fact, it'll probably be really soon because the idea is once the kids are done with school, then they'll be able to come with me and we'll make like a vacation out of it. We'll, but we don't have to worry about paying to stay anywhere because we'll stay at my mom's house. And then when I come back, I'll bring my stuff with me, including my ring light. And once I have my ring light set up, I could set it up literally right behind the camera, have the ring light, so that the light's right on me. But yeah, anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Of course he doesn't need to, because he can't. You're fool. Go! Get lost, man. Told you already, get to work. Yeah, exactly, I am doing something productive. Saving tons of money for my fellow Americans and taxpayers.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because this isn't about him trying to save money for the taxpayers. It's because he has a vendetta. What do I mean? Well, he had an incident happen at his house where one of his vehicles was being repossessed. And instead of trying to do the rational and adult thing by letting the vehicle get repossessed and trying to work out a deal with the bank to get it back, he and his wife decided to catch charges. He for threatening the tow truck workers, and his wife from preventing them from doing their job and getting into a standoff with the Clark County sheriffs and the SWAT team. Not to mention, he says he is fighting for people's rights. What rights when you go around treating people like dirt? Just because somebody works for the government does not mean they are a servant to you. It does not mean that you are their master. They are people too. They are public employees, not slaves.
Tons of money. Be sure to obey all traffic laws. Get busy. Obey traffic laws. Use your signals. There you go. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Obey all the traffic laws.
I do.
Wear your seatbelt. Don't speed. There you go. Just like that. All right. Pay attention. Look both ways. Very nice. Good boy. Good boy. What's my channel? Siberian Tiger.
Say that one more time.
Siberian Tiger.
All right.
Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Finally, man. It's been like 15 minutes, man. Let's go. Chop chop. Get to work, man. It's about time. Obey traffic laws, fools, turn signals. Or I'll give you a ticket.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
There you go. There you go. Look both ways. Pay attention. Very nice. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Excellent. Keep that work good going. Nice.
Ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
Fools. they think if they're gonna remote start the Chevy, somehow I'm gonna be concerned.
Well, your goofy ass better be concerned because you heard it. He tried to open the car door. That sound that you were hearing was him trying to open the door multiple times. That right there could be considered breaking and entering into a vehicle, especially a vehicle you don't own, a vehicle you have no right to be entering. So, Siberian Kitten, which is it? Are you trying to obey the law? Are you trying to hold the government accountable? Or are you trying to be a criminal?
Hey, Sergeant. Come here.
Can I help you?
Yeah, come here.
Give me 1 second. How can I assist you, sir?
Right, I need you to go park yourself legally. You're over the line. Go fix your car.
All right. Do you have anything that you...
Yeah, now I said. No, that's all you need to go. Go fix it.
Okay.
Go park legally. Go park legally.
You can just step out, okay?
No, I don't think so. You don't tell me what to do. Go repark.
No, he's right. You don't actually have any reason to be here. You're not there to file an official complaint. You're not there to request help from law enforcement in any matter. You're not there to pick up any records. You're just there to annoy the sheriff's department. And as we all know from the Sheets versus Punta Gorda case, that if you don't have any official business, they can't ask you to leave.
Your vehicle legally. You're over the line. You got a problem with what I said? I asked you a question. Do you have a problem with what I said?
Oh, now this is genius. This is perfect. He's owning him with their own tactics. You know, he knows he's trying to get this for money. So what does he do? He plays a copyrighted song. And, well, it may not be professional, but I think it's hilarious.
You piece of trash! You turn out the music, you piece of trash! Yeah, I know what you did. You piece of garbage! You intentionally turned on the music so I wouldn't post it? You piece of trash! Piece of garbage, are you or not? That's right. You don't.
Oh, what's the matter, kitten? Are you getting butthurt? You see, this wasn't about holding the government accountable, because if that was the case, you would have just removed the segment. Instead, you're getting irate because you know why? He knows your gimmick. He knows what you're about. He knows that this has nothing to do with the First Amendment. It has nothing to do with holding the government accountable. This is about you trying to make a few dollars from YouTube.
Think I know? You piece of garbage, Sergeant. Piece of garbage.
We're going to end it here, folks. As we can see, the sergeant put the music back on again, and the rest of the video is just silence of Siberian Tiger saying that he's going to get this sergeant for playing the music that ruined his video. This is how we need to deal with frauditors. If you see them in an area, start playing copyrighted music. That way they can't make any money off of their videos, and they have to do something else. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I can never thank you enough.
All right. Round of applause for NCR News Network. Yeah, let's go. Good stuff. And that's one of the things, too. 2 minutes to water. 2 minutes to the cupcake dance. No, that is one of the things that always, drives me nuts about their arguments. It's like this whole thing about, well, when you play copywritten music, what does that actually do? What does that do? That makes it so you can't make money off your video. So when you get mad, when you get upset, when you try to file complaints against people for playing copywritten music, you're admitting that you're only doing it for the money. Because that's the only effect that it has, is that you can't monetize the video. That's it. I can sit here and post videos with copywritten music all day. I just can't make any money off of them. Now, if I blatantly violate TOS, or if you get a band like the Eagles or something that just despises humanity, I don't know. Depends on the record label. The point is, there are some record labels that will actually take the video down, and there are other ones that, you can't really I shouldn't say the Eagles. Like, it's not like Joe Walsh is sitting in his mansion and Glenn Fry, and these guys are like, oh, let's take money away from YouTubers. No, it's the studio that controls all that stuff, and the lawyers. The bands, a lot of times the bands don't even know about it. Because you can hear stories, you know, you read about these guys all the time, like finding out like something happened with copyright, and they're like, what? Huh? There was a lawsuit about that? I didn't even know. It's the record. Like, one of my favorite stories about that kind of thing was the fact that, oh, wait, it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the cup. Cake. Happy dance. Let's go. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. We love cupcake. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see. Where's my thing here? There we go. Yes, yes, yes. There she is. All right. All right. Yes, yes, yes. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, you're the best fans in the world, the most generous. Thank you so much. I love you guys. See you tomorrow, Friday. Woo-wee. And then we got the weekend. I can't wait. All righty. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you guys. I'll see. Oh, you know what? Just real quick. The story I was talking about. Hold on. Let me pause this real quick. Damn it. It's got nothing to do with it, but the fact that oh crap. Creedence Clearwater Revival, like, would sue, or was trying to sue. Oh crap! Come on, guys, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Was it Center Field? Was that the song? I know it was in the 80s. Like, they're trying to sue him for writing songs that sound like a ripoff of Creedence Clearwater Revival songs, when he's the guy who wrote all the Creedence Clearwater Revival songs. Like, that's how studios get with this stuff. So the point is, you can't always blame the band when they come after you for copyright. It's usually the studios and the lawyers that are behind it. Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to finish my thought while it was still in my head. Old man down the road. All right, that was the song that they were trying to sue him over? All right. John Fogerty, yep. Oh, well. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, ho, ho. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up.